For weeks, we've all been asking the same question: who is under that mask? Well, the wait is over. The face has been revealed, and I promise you are not ready for what I'm about to show you. Welcome back to Wrestling Streams, the channel where we break down every jaw-dropping moment, every shocking twist, and every bombshell reveal in professional wrestling today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now because this is exactly the kind of content we live for. For the past several weeks, wrestling fans around the world have been consumed by one singular mystery: who is the masked attacker? Week after week, this figure emerged from the shadows, brutally laying out top stars, sending cryptic messages, and leaving carnage in their wake. Speculation was through the roof. Theories flooded social media. Reddit threads exploded. Everyone had a suspect. But nobody predicted this. The mask is off. The mystery is over. And the man standing in the middle of that ring, face exposed, blood on his hands and a wild grin painted across his face. It's Jon Moxley. And nothing in wrestling will ever be the same again. Let's go back to where this all started. Weeks ago, a hooded and masked figure began appearing at the most unexpected moments, ambushing top names in the locker room, interfering in main event matches, and leaving behind a trail of broken bodies and unanswered questions. What made this mystery so compelling wasn't just the violence, it was the intelligence behind it. Every attack was deliberate. Every target was chosen for a reason. This wasn't random chaos. This was a calculated campaign. Whoever was behind that mask had an agenda, and they were executing it flawlessly. Fans started theorizing immediately. Names were thrown around: returning legends, disgruntled roster members, outside free agents. Every week brought a new suspect. Every clue seemed to point in a different direction. The creative storytelling kept everyone guessing, and the anticipation built to a fever pitch. Then came the unmasking, and it was electric. When the mask finally came off and Jon Moxley's face appeared under those arena lights, the reaction was instantaneous and deafening. And honestly, in hindsight, it makes perfect sense. Think about it. Who else in wrestling today embodies that level of controlled, cold-blooded aggression? Who else could execute a weeks-long campaign of destruction with zero emotion and absolute precision? Who else has the credibility, the history, and the sheer menace to pull off something this big? Jon Moxley. The man who has been one of wrestling's most dangerous performers for over a decade. The man who doesn't do things halfway. The man who, when he commits to something, commits completely. The moment he ripped off that mask, every piece of the puzzle clicked into place. Every attack suddenly made sense. Every target was connected. The mystery wasn't just a gimmick, it was a statement. Moxley wasn't hiding because he was afraid. He was hiding because he wanted to watch the chaos unfold before revealing himself at the exact right moment. That's not a villain. That's an architect. Here's where it gets really interesting. Now that we know Moxley was behind the mask all along, let's revisit every attack with fresh eyes. Each person who got laid out wasn't chosen at random. They represented something: a pathway, an obstacle, or a message. Moxley wasn't just creating chaos. He was clearing a road, building towards something bigger. Every attack was a brick in a foundation, and now that foundation is complete. This kind of long-game storytelling is rare in wrestling, and when it's done right, it's absolutely riveting. Moxley executing it gives the whole arc a legitimacy that few others could provide. His reputation as one of the most credible, hard-hitting performers alive makes every moment feel real. When Moxley is involved, the stakes are never manufactured. They're felt. Now let's talk about the implications, because they are massive. First, the title picture is completely upended. With Moxley now openly revealed and clearly operating with purpose, every champion on the roster has to be looking over their shoulder. He didn't go through weeks of calculated destruction just to show up and shake hands. He's coming for something, and based on his history, what he wants, he gets. Second, this sets up dream rivalries that fans have been craving. Moxley as an unhinged, agenda-driven force against the top babyfaces creates a perfect storm of storytelling potential. The promos alone will be must-watch television. When Moxley gets a microphone and a reason, he is unmatched. Third, this reveal signals a creative shift. The fact that this storyline was allowed to breathe, to develop, and to pay off in such a dramatic fashion tells us that the creative team is thinking big. If they're willing to invest this much in a long-term mystery arc, there's likely even more ambitious storytelling on the horizon. And finally, alliances. Who knew? Who was helping him? Are there others involved? The reveal answered the biggest question but opened up a dozen more, which is exactly how great wrestling storylines work. Let's be honest, this reveal only works because it's Jon Moxley. There's a short list of performers in wrestling today who can carry a storyline of this magnitude on their back and make it feel authentic. Moxley sits at the very top of that list. His track record speaks for itself: championship reigns, landmark matches, iconic moments. He's not just credible, he's undeniable. What sets him apart is his ability to operate in the gray. He's not a traditional villain. He's not a clean-cut hero. He's something more dangerous: a man who operates entirely on his own moral code, who does what he believes is necessary without apology or explanation. That ambiguity makes him fascinating. You're never quite sure what he'll do next, which keeps audiences locked in. With the mask off, there's no more ambiguity about identity, but there's plenty of ambiguity about motive, and that mystery is more than enough to carry this story into massive, main event territory. Jon Moxley, the mystery attacker, the masked architect of chaos. It was him all along, and this changes everything. The reveal was the match that lit the fuse. Now we get to watch the explosion in real time. Every show going forward carries a new weight. Every segment Moxley appears in will have the entire arena on edge. Every person he looks at will become a potential target. This is what great wrestling looks like, folks. Long-term storytelling, meaningful reveals, a performer with the credibility to make it all feel real. Drop your reactions in the comments below. Did you see this coming? Who do you think Moxley is really going after? Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Wrestling Streams for daily wrestling content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment. We'll see you in the next one. Because in wrestling the story is never really over.